Hello, my name is Ruben Ayala, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the research I chose to look into. The briefing paper for surveillance rates of glaucoma by race. I was curious to know if glaucoma had anything to do with race, and if people in a certain race develop glaucoma faster or at a larger probability than people from a different race. The research that I chose to perform would be the relationship between glaucoma eye disease and the different races such as Hispanic, Black, and White. The objective is to see if there is a strong correlation between glaucoma and a certain race. It is of great interest to find out what race has the highest development glaucoma. If a race really has to do with any existing eye conditions, this research will be used with the page provided on the quantitative assignment, the GSS. I will also be using scholarly research papers and documentations of doctors who are right now being paid to study glaucoma and its ability to be healed or how it's treated best. Glaucoma is the leading disease that leaves people blind. The majority of people in a Hispanic population, in a Black population, and a White population over the age of 50 have a certain risk of developing glaucoma. Glaucoma has to do with eye pressures. So when a routine eye exam is performed and people go in for a refraction to get corrected lenses, sometimes the pressure is checked and there could be signs of symptoms of glaucoma if the pressure is over 19 to 21. Several exams need to be made right after the pressures are high. It's a red flag letting the doctor know that there is a high chance of glaucoma or something is incorrect in the eyes. The majority of tests conducted by doctors to figure out if a person has glaucoma are 6. Each test will test the eye in different things. If they all come out positive, then the patient has glaucoma. What I did was I went ahead and researched populations. I went ahead and saw Hispanics individually, how many of them had eye diseases, then narrowed it down from cataracts to glaucoma, focused on glaucoma, and then I focused on age groups. I found that the majority of people having problems with their eyes were in age groups 40 plus. For glaucoma, it was an age group of 50 and above in Hispanic population. My hypothesis was that Hispanics would have a larger possibility of developing glaucoma than whites or African Americans. There could be some variables as to why I believe this. Maybe it's because I'm in a Hispanic area of town where I see more Hispanics than blacks or whites, and they sometimes have glaucoma. When I researched what other doctors and scholars were finding, I found that my hypothesis was incorrect. It's not Hispanics that have the largest probability, it's blacks. And blacks will have a 68% chance or risk, if not already having glaucoma, over the Hispanics. Hispanics population has a 65% chance. So by 3%, blacks are beating Hispanics in what race can develop glaucoma at a faster pace. Whites, on the other hand, develop other certain diseases in their eyes, such as cataracts or light sensitivity. Therefore, glaucoma is not so much of an issue. Only 33% of the population over the age of 50 have glaucoma. This was conducted in several comparison charts, such as a bar graph and a pie chart. I believe the pie chart shows the biggest percentages in colors, and you can see actually what percent of 100 makes for the people that have glaucoma. This research will help me understand the races and will also raise questions. What questions it raised for me was if the nutrition had anything to do. I believe nutrition is key for your body. It's the fuel for your body. So depending on what nutrition you give your body, it's type of fuel that you're buying or putting into your car. Certain races have different nutritional values, such as Hispanics have a different meal or a different menu than blacks or whites. I believe that nutrition is a huge factor, but you can't really prove that. It'd have to be way more elaborate researches, and for this study, I just needed to know if a race was favored more to have glaucoma versus other races not so much. Uh, Thank you for your time.